Nikki Woods, and we are going beyond the studio on blackamericaweb.com with Boyz II Men.
Peace.
Hey.
I have not seen so much excited buzz, like just from staff that work for the Tom Joyner Morning Show in a long time.
That's a good thing.
It is. No, it's an awesome thing.
It's
Do you
fun.
realize how fanatical people are about you?
No, but it's fun. It's good.
You said no, but it's fun.
Well, 23 years later, I mean, you would think it's kind of died down a bit, but I mean, we don't get around these parts much, so it's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's nice to know people still adore us the way that they do. That's a cool thing.
And love our music.
They may not buy the records like they used to, but
And why do you think that is?
Well, it's a record business, man. I mean, it's a dying breed. I mean, U2 just showed you that in the next 5-6 years, it's all going to be free. Unless you can perform live, you're pretty much going to have to find another job.
But hasn't that kind of always been that way in the music business,
Yes.
that you made your money on the road, not necessarily?
Not true.
Okay.
Depending on
All right, I'm wrong.
depending on the artist that you were and what you were involved in on the record, a lot of artists made a great
So the
living.
writers and all
when
of
they
that,
sold,
they-
when they sold, Bobby Brown made a lot of money on
Did
No Be
he?
Cruel. Yes, a whole lot of money on No Be Cruel. So my point is that there was money always there for the artists. It's just now there's none because you just can't move any units.
Yeah, and so is that why the Vegas show was so important, doing Vegas?
Not why. I don't think that's why. We've always wanted to do something like that.
Yeah.
Because we've been traveling the world for the last year and then last 5 years, and all of our shows were on every other continent. We were just looking for something where we could just stay in one place.
But we are fortunate enough to have that gig only because there are artists that started around the same time we did, and you don't hear too much from them. So to be able to acquire a residency in a city that is known for entertainment, and believe it or not, it's hard to get in. Anybody just can't walk into Vegas and put up a show.
No,
so
yeah.
for them to
or put up a show and stay. We saw
Right.
that from CeeLo.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
to be there and to have a residency for as long as we've had, it's a testament, I guess, to our career, and we're very grateful.
And the good thing about us is we're the first black artist, black
group.
group
Yeah.
to ever have a
residency
residency.
in Vegas.
And that's what they
Vegas.
officially call it, a residency?
Yeah, when you're consistent, they call it
That's
residency,
so
almost
cool.
like you live there. So.
You lit it. I lit it.
Yeah, that's so cool. The new CD, though, we do have new music. It's Collide.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold.
Yeah, you hold that. It's actually in stores now. It came out on Tuesday, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
come out.
Yeah. And so tell me what's different about this album. We heard it, and it's a lot of fast, up-tempo songs.
Well, it's the song. The album is all about good vibes. I mean, we a lot of artists they try to chase their greatest and their latest, their last hits. It's impossible to recreate that same type of synergy or creativity with End of the Road and
Right.
I'll Make Love to You. Why chase it? We wanted to at a time when we don't have to struggle, where we're working and doing Vegas and things like that. We wanted to do something musically that benefits us, makes us feel good, self-gratifying, and that's what we did. The music feels good, and we hope people love it too.
Well, you love it because you were
I love
listening
it.
to it in the
Yeah,
studio,
I
love it.
and you were like a fan of the music.
I mean, see, the good thing about these songs is we didn't write them. You know what I'm saying? We didn't write these songs. What we did is we allowed the producers and the writers to bring us records, and we fell in love with them. And once that happened, we went in the studio and we started rocking it out. And
Does that happen with every album?
No.
No, not really. I mean, again, we started in the beginning of our career writing our songs, so it kind of took a transition over time to kind of, I guess you say, take your hands off of it and let somebody else, try their hand at it.
I have two sons, and he's like both of them wrapped up in one.
Yeah, and he's 43.
Yeah. That's crazy.
4 and 2.
4
Yeah.
and 2, exactly. So let's talk about the group going from 4 to 3.
Yeah.
I know we talked about this. Actually, we did an interview where we were talking about it in 200011. Do you remember calling in?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
You were in Florida
Yeah,
and
they
you were
tried
performing.
they tried to nail me down. I remember.
Yeah. But you called because you really were adamant about trying to set the record straight about what happened with Mike leaving the group.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is a business where, a lot of people talk and they tend to have emotions to where they just say whatever they feel. And a lot of times we get jammed up to where people say, oh, well, you're not telling the truth or whatever. And we're one of those groups that we like to kind of keep it out there the way it is. Mike is our brother no matter what we do, no matter where we go. He's been a part of the nucleus of what we've created and what people know us as. But as far as his departure, I mean, it was pretty much, his own doing. He didn't show up to some things. He, kind of left us hanging in a lot of different places. He started to fall back on, what it really took to be a Boyz II Men member, whether it was recording or showing up to gigs or just doing the normal stuff that we do. And I think he might have somewhere just started to take it for granted, and we just couldn't. We were getting in too many bad situations with not just our business, but business that we would do with other people. So it just didn't make sense to have him in the environment. And I mean, it's funny because even after the fact, when we tried to go back and do our 20th anniversary album, we thought it would be right to bring him back and, just let the fans feel that just one more time. And we had him in for a while. And then, as things start getting, moving on, then Mike started being Mike again. And it just didn't make sense.
So would Mike say he wants to be in the group, or is Mike okay?
I'll be honest with you, I don't think Mike wants to be in the group right now unless Mike has his terms, which is not going to happen.
Gotcha.
When you've been away for almost 12 years, you can't. There's no way.
Has it been that long? 12 years?
I know a lot of people don't realize it, but I
Wow.
mean, he's left in '99.
No, it was like 2000. It was like
The full circle up, '99, 2000, yeah.
No, it was 2001. Full
Yeah.
circle was 2001.
Okay, well then that's when he
But
was
it's still
gone.
12 years.
Yeah,
If it's
still
2001.
12 years.
Still 12 years, yeah.
Yeah,
He
so-
gone.
He right. Bottom line, he's gone.
He'd be gone.
Yeah.
What else would you all like to accomplish that you haven't accomplished as artists yet?
It's interesting. We used to talk about that years ago, and when you start to look at it, we actually have it. And what I mean by that is that we've always wanted to get to a point where we made music whenever we wanted to and however we wanted to, not because we had to eat or we had to pay our bills or a record company told us to do this or this producer has to be on the album because he's hot right now. We just wanted to always get to a point where it was when it first started for us in high school, whenever we made a song, it was because we wanted to.
Right.
There was no ulterior pressure, and that allows you to just be as creative as you want to be, which is why Collide is what it is. It's just something that we just decided we wanted to wake up and do, and if people like it, great. If they don't like it, that's great too. Life is going to keep moving on. We had
always
fun
Vegas.
making it. That's all.
Always
that matters.
Vegas.
I understood. Any final thoughts?
I mean, again, like Nate said, we're in a good place. You know what I mean? As artists, and we want to just thank like everybody that's been around for all this long time. I mean, Tom Joyner has been an integral, part of our career. Man, he's always allowed us to be a part of, the cruises and things like that. And we feel good to be able to still come around and see people that we know, and and just keep it moving. And we thank them for the gratitude.
You guys are like
this is awesome,
so
man. I'm telling
laid
you.
back. Final thoughts?
Enjoy life.
I like that. The new. Can we show the CD again? The new CD, Collide.
You didn't show it enough?
Yeah.
In case you didn't see
You're
it,
right. It's
looks like
in
this.
stores now, so definitely pick it up on Amazon, iTunes. I love it. We've been listening to it for a couple days now, and I absolutely love it. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And definitely check out the In-Studio Jam. It is up now on blackamericaweb.com. I'm Nikki Woods, and we've gone beyond the studio. Thank you, darling. With Boyz II Men on blackamericaweb.com.
she fine too, y'all. She fine. She fine.
Leave that part of it on.